Hello and welcome to my channel, Chilling with Crystal. Today we are going to talk about, we're going to discuss autoimmune disorders. I did a live on it yesterday, but I decided that this is really important and I wanted to commit a video just for this. So thank you so much for joining me. Before we get started in that, I want to encourage you all to participate by sharing your thoughts, questions, or ideas in the comment section. I do read those, and as I read them, I will be addressing them. So please communicate with me. Also, don't forget to join me live tomorrow. I can't give you time because I don't know, but Bob will be opening his birthday present for you guys live when he gets off work tomorrow. So don't forget to do that. Bob is my husband, so don't forget to join me for that. So let's go ahead and dive in and start this conversation, you guys. Autoimmune disorders are a group of conditions in which the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own cells and tissues. Normally, the immune system is responsible for protecting the body from harmful invaders like viruses and bacteria. But people with autoimmune disorders, the immune system can't tell the difference between healthy tissue and foreign invaders. So, since the immune system is a little bit confused, this can tend to lead to chronic inflammation and damage to your various organs and in the body. In this talk, we will explore two autoimmune disorders in particular. I have these, so since I do these videos and stuff mainly for my kids as information to them, I'm going to discuss fibromyalgia and Behcet. I also have diabetes, but that is pretty common knowledge, I guess. People know a lot about those, but not necessarily these other ones. To reiterate here, autoimmune disorders are a group of conditions where the immune system, which is normally supposed to attack supposed to attack us from the foreign invaders, gets confused and starts attacking the healthy cells and tissues, and in turn that is going to kill them faster. There are many different types of autoimmune disorders, some of which affect organs or systems, while the others can affect multiple parts of the body. Examples of some autoimmune disorders are rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, psoriasis, multiple sclerosis, type 1 diabetes, and celiac disease. Now, celiac disease, your Uncle Chris, which is Bob's brother, has celiac disease, and that's just where you can't tolerate gluten. It's a gluten intolerance, or is the way I understand it. So, fibromyalgia is a chronic condition that causes widespread pain and tenderness in the muscles and soft tissues throughout the body. So, for me, that feels like I'm being poked with a needle anywhere anything touches me. So, like my shirt here touching me on my shoulder, that my necklace here touching my glasses on my face. It feels like I'm being stung by maybe bees. That would be a good way to describe it. Other common symptoms include fatigue, sleep disturbances, headaches, and cognitive disabilities, which we call brain fog. And I feel like that all the time. I feel like I'm walking around and I don't know what is going on. Fibromyalgia is classified as a neurological disorder by the World Health Organization, known as WHO, but it is often considered to be an autoimmune disorder as well. So it's a neurological autoimmune disorder, I guess, is the way that would best describe that. The exact cause of fibromyalgia is unknown, like a lot of things. They don't know why. But it's often but it's thought to involve a combination of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors. So it has different factors as to how they classify it. So, as I said before, that fibromyalgia is classified as a neurological disorder by the World Health Organization, also known as WHO, because it primarily affects the central nervous system. Um, Specifically, the way the brain processes pain signals. Um, so that's how the brain interprets those pain signals. People with fibromyalgia experience widespread pain and tenderness in the muscles and soft tissues throughout the body. And I already told you guys that about the headaches and whatever. The headaches, the sleep disturbances, fatigue. It's They have examples of studies. Studies have shown that people with fibromyalgia have higher levels of certain cytokines. I believe that's how you say it. Which are the cytokines are molecules that are involved in inflammation. So we have those of us with fibromyalgia have too many or have higher levels of certain types of cytokines in the blood compared to people who don't. So they're thinking that maybe that is a cause. Additionally, some researchers have found antibodies um, in the blood of people with fibromyalgia that are not present in those without fibromyalgia. And antibodies are just immune system proteins that target specific substances. So, like if you have the flu, you will get an antibody to the flu that will help you to protect that certain type of flu the next time that you get it. Not saying that you won't ever get it again, it will just keep you from getting, or it tries to help keep you from getting it. So, let's see. I told you about that. Okay, and those that don't. These findings suggest that the immune system may be attacking the body's own tissues in people with fibromyalgia, leading to inflammation and pain. However, it is important to note that not all experts agree on this. And the exact cause of fibromyalgia is still not fully understood, and it may never be. But we try to get a little bit of understanding into that. So next we're going to talk about beh-CHET, which is the other thing I have. And beh-CHET is pronounced exactly the way I'm saying it, beh-CHET, with the stress on the second syllable. But it's also worth noting that different languages may say it differently. So just be aware of that. That's the way we say it. It may not be the correct way to say it, but that's the way we say it. So beh-CHET. Behcet's is a rare autoimmune disorder that causes inflammation of blood vessels throughout the body. The most common symptoms include mouth sores, genital sores, and eye inflammation. Behcet can also affect other organs, because that's what it does. It affects your organs, like your skin, joints, and your nervous system. Behcet's disease is named after the Turkish dermatologist. His name was, pardon me if I butcher this, Hulusi Behcet, and he was the one who first described these symptoms in 1937. So he basically, he's the one who discovered this, so they named it after him. The exact origin of the disease, however, is unknown, but it is believed to have emerged in the Middle East and Asia. And it is the most and is most common in the Eastern Mediterranean region, which would include Turkey, Iran, and Japan. Jeez. But it can occur in any part of the world and has been reported in in people of all ethnicities. It's also thought to have a genetic component, which I'm going to agree with that because I have beh-CHET. My mama has beh-CHET, my biological mother, and my brother has beh-CHET. Now, my sister, we don't know, but I believe that she did say my sister too, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, so let's jump back into this. That's where the genetic comes in there. And I'm also making this because I think that my son may have fibromyalgia with his with what I'm being explained is going on with him, but I'm not going to get into that. So that's another reason why I'm doing this video. Let's see. I lost my place. I'm so sorry. I have a script for this, so I didn't get off, and I'm going over my 10-minute mark because there's some important things here. Okay. Treatment usually involves medications to reduce inflammation and suppress the immune system. I can't take any of those because of my J-pouch, but my mama does, and they seem to help a little bit. Behcet syndrome is believed to have a strong genetic component, meaning that certain genes may make a person more susceptible to developing the disease, and that's what I said because of my mama having it too. However, the exact genes involved in Behcet syndrome are not yet fully understood because it's rare for one, and so therefore it's uncommon. So not a lot of people have it. So there's not a lot of research that can be done on it if it's a rare disease. Studies have suggested that several genes may play a role, including HLA-B51 and IL-10, among others. HLA-B51 is a gene that helps the immune system distinguish between the body's own cells and foreign invaders. And it's possible that variations in this gene could change things, and variations in this gene have been associated with an increased risk of Behcet syndrome. The IL-10 is a gene that regulates the immune response, and certain variations in this gene have also been linked to an increased risk of the disease. So it's the one that regulates the immune system's response. So if it's telling us that we have pain when we really don't, then, or if it's saying, okay, we're gonna, if it's getting confused, then, it's gonna turn on us. It's not sure. But they do have to do a little bit more research to fully understand Behcet syndrome, and as I said, it's a little harder to do because of its rarity. In conclusion, autoimmune disorders are complex and often debilitating conditions that can affect people in a variety of ways. Yes, they are very complex, and the two that I have are sometimes very debilitating. And that's again why I wanted to share it, so that if you have it, maybe you can, or if you have some symptoms, maybe you can understand, or if you have Behcet's, maybe you can understand. While there is currently no cure for an autoimmune disorder, which there's pretty much a cure for nothing, other than like cancer, I think there's no cure for that either, just the remission. So I don't think they really have a cure for anything we have. They just have treatments for everything. So that can help you manage the symptoms and improve your quality of life if you're able to do those things. By increasing awareness and understanding of these conditions, we can work toward better diagnoses, treatments, and even outcomes for the people who are affected by these autoimmune disorders around the world. There are millions of us out there who have an autoimmune disorder, and research can help. So thank you guys so much for your attention and your time, and I hope this talk has been informative and helpful. Sorry, my mouth is getting tongue-tied here. So thank you for joining me today and learning more about autoimmune disorders with me. So thank you so much. If you found this talk informative and helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I'll help you stay up to date with future content on medical things, especially the Behcet and the fibromyalgia, seeing as those are the two that I have specifically. So, if you know anybody who could benefit from watching this, please share the video with them. Get, people educated. Um, by helping growing our audience, you're helping, my audience. By helping grow my audience, you're helping me raise awareness and educate more people about important health topics. And also, you're helping me grow my user base or my fan base, and I really appreciate that. So, thank you so much for your support. I don't call my viewers fans; y'all are family. So help me grow my family. And as always, you guys remember to love each other and yourselves. Be kind to each other and yourselves, and always remember you are valued and loved. Until next time, God bless.